Welcome back. Now, since the dawn of television, viewers have enjoyed laughing at the sight of people tumbling helplessly into water, from It's a Knockout to the hilarious opening scenes of Saving Private Ryan. Now, as a new source of televised slapstick, it's a big Saturday night hit with millions of people tuning in every week. It's called Total Wipeout, and it looks like this. Brightly coloured nincompoop toppling titterfest Total Wipeout might not be the stupidest TV show ever made. No, it may be the stupidest thing created in the whole of human history. The contestants are irritating members of the public, edited like cartoon characters. Their job is to tackle a gigantic obstacle course located in Argentina. It's essentially a live-action version of Super Mario Land being played by someone else for an hour. Yes, an hour of ninnies running, slipping, plummeting, swinging, and repeatedly falling in the water. Like this. He done fell in the water. She done fell in the water. He done fell in the water. They done fell in the water. He done fell in the water. He done fell. Oh, you get the f***ing idea. It's hosted by Richard Hammond, thousands of miles away in a studio, and former Swan presenter Amanda Byram, who basically just stands around giggling a lot. He done fell in the water. If you've ever wondered what imbecility Event Horizon might look like, wonder no longer. Not that you'll be able to wonder or even dream after sitting through an hour of this. He done fell in the water. Sorry, you might have missed it, but there was a bit there where somebody fell in the water. Over 5 million people watch that every week. Why?
Because there's nothing else on. They've lost their remote control.
I loved it.
You loved it?
I think it's amazing. I think
amazing?
Yeah, I genuinely laugh more watching that than I do most things. It's slapstick. It's just... It's incredible.
But it's unrelenting. What's my problem with it is I can see that somebody falling in the water can be funny. It happens again and again and again. It's like a falling in the water machine. They might as well just fire them out with a rapid-fire cannon and start to go, he done fell in the water!
The only thing, I do think it's quite admirable that they can make a mainstream Saturday night show with a woman getting punched in the face. That is...
Yes, I noticed that. It's the only time you're encouraged to laugh at a woman being punched in the face. Ben, what did you make of it?
I absolutely loved it. I couldn't stop laughing. The genius, it's a work of certain genius, because what they do is they get incredibly unlikable people, some of them with very little physical prowess. They get them to really overstate their capabilities. Then they put them into a basically human mousetrap that they cannot possibly best. And they are just beaten.
And then they fall in the water.
And I totally disagree. It's like like looking at the English countryside and saying, "Oh, it's all green." There is every different kind of falling in the water. You could possibly imagine. It's the nearest thing I've ever seen to a perfect TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be better. I'd like to see them use the obstacle course as a metaphor on the news for when they sort of go, Gordon Brown has to get across the 4 big balls of voter apathy, tax, the environment and healthcare, and land on the teetering opinion poll. Then I'd have enjoyed it. That would have been nice.
So you want to see Gordon Brown do Total Wipeout?
Yeah, but he's only got one eye, so he'd have a really terrible sense of perspective.
His depth perception would be awful.
Actually, I am now laughing at the thought of a man falling in the water. OK, right, here's a question. How many times do you think people fell into the water in this week's episode?
56 times.
56.
I'd say 197.
197?
154.
154. Well, you know what? We counted. It was a frankly astonishing 160 times. Holly is the closest. Point to you. Well done, Holly.
Yes, that's my first point.
It is your first point.
I love the way they choose the contestants because they're kind of like the people in the office who are always doing, like, really crazy, wacky things, like photocopying their face and stuff. And then you'd be around a water cooler and someone... You never guess what? Dave from Account's only on bloody Total Wipeout later, and he's the guy at the beginning going, yeah, this is for the office! this! And everyone's thinking, that guy is a wanker.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up, because that's exactly what we're about to see. Contestants on the show have just seconds to win viewers over before they tackle the course. Let's see them deliver their entertaining Wipeout war cries.
Left hook, right hook, uppercut. I'm going to box my way out of this course. Nobody's going to knock me out.
Hey! Hold this steering down and watch me fly round this course. I'm long and lean and an energy machine. Come on, Total Wipeout. You ain't singing me.
I love the complete lack of conviction. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of... It's not a lusty war cry. It's something slightly British and forced about
What,
it
like,
as well.
hooray?
Yeah, I'm going to really go for it. Brilliant.
Do you think there's any other programmes that would benefit from a shout-out?
All of them.
Kitchen Nightmares would be pretty good with it. If people had to shout out, I'm going to shit in the fridge and not clean for 2 years!
I think it would jazz up Mastermind, wouldn't it? I'm going to try and answer the questions correctly. I live through my knowledge of gnomes.
What would you like to see a show do?
Just somebody shouting, I'm a dick!
What, the start of everything? I'd like it if Nicky Campbell had to shout that at the start of Watchdog. Watchdog, I'm a dick! David, I'm going to give you a point. I'm going to give you a point for this. At the end of that, David is in the lead.